Hello, my name is KempQ, and for the last year I have planned strategies to take on and destroy some of the strongest bosses that exist in Oldschool Runescape. For this, I will reap the benefits on accounts that have very low combat stats. I have 2 Ironman accounts that have high offensive stats, and virtually 0 unnecessary defensive stats. This allows me to stay a low combat level, but still do a lot of damage against other players in the wilderness and in PvP worlds. These accounts are Ironmen, which means measures are taken to isolate them from other players in RuneScape. One of these measures is the removal of experience gained from player versus player activities. This means I can deal a lot of damage to other players without ever increasing my combat level. However, my low combat stats make it much more difficult to get the gear and accomplishments I want to achieve on these accounts, especially when I need to kill high-level monsters in order to achieve them. Each monster has their own mechanics, and I need to figure out how to use those against them. I need to use all the knowledge I have about the game and research a lot more in order to figure out how to kill a boss. Sometimes the methods I figure out are simple and easy to do, but other times they're much more difficult to discover and execute. This video will catalog my low-level player versus monster accomplishments and also the ones I am planning for the future. To achieve a god cape on my 10 HP Ironmen, I had to do Mage Arena 1. A go-to for dealing damage but not getting hit points experience is using Rings of Recoil, which reflect damage back to the opponent. The monster has to deal damage in order for this to work, but Collodion in his final form can max 30s. 10 HP is not sufficient for that. Fortunately, Collodion attacks with Mage. Magers and Rangers in RuneScape calculate how much damage they're going to do to you, which is a maximum of your current hit points, and as the projectile flies through the air, you can eat food and make sure that your hit points is above what they calculated. This is the method for killing Collodion and completing Mage Arena 1. I now have my Saradomin cape and I can get as many as I like, offering a plus 10 mage bonus. When you kill any phase of Collodion, the game doesn't register it as your kill unless you've done at least 1 damage. So I had to wind strike at least once throughout the entire kill in order to get at least that 1 damage. At the time that I did this, my magic level was very high, and a high magic level means that you also have very high magic defense, meaning that any monster or player that attacks you with magic will have a hard time hitting. So I had to reduce my magic level by going to Banshees. Then I would go as quickly as I could to fight Collodion for the last time. If I didn't do this, Collodion would keep despawning because he only stays there for 10 minutes, and if he's not getting that recoil damage back on him, then he's just gonna leave. The same method I described with Collodion can also be applied to many other PvM situations. For example, I have a series where I'm attempting to get the 19 combat fire cape using only recoil damage in the fight caves. Theoretically, this can be accomplished with the Ring of Suffering. For that series, things have changed. There's new information and, well, you'll just have to wait until the 24th of this month for update video number 4. As a cannon doesn't give hit points experience when fired, that is my main weapon for attacking monsters, but when that's not available, I'm unable to kill the monster. Fortunately, there's a loophole in the Revenant Caves, where as long as you go just west, set up your cannon, and then lure Revenants over, you're able to get some kills. Negative XP lamps didn't pass the poll, however, so there's not much point in killing these. To get my dragon pickaxe, I had to kill a wilderness boss, and the boss I selected is the Chaos Elemental. It's really powerful and can easily one-shot a 10 HP Ironman. However, I figured out a safe spot where I can place my cannon and just hide. It's kinda wimpy, but what are you gonna do? After 173 kills, I got my dragon pickaxe. However, I wasn't recording because I didn't make videos at that time. I've tried to kill other wilderness bosses such as Callisto for the Wilderness Elite Diary, but its defense proved too strong for my cannon. I do have a method of killing Callisto, but it requires hitting ones with the Dragon Warhammer spec, and getting lots of hit points experience, at least 15 per kill. Gargoyles, the only way to get a Granite Maul in the entire game. However, you can't cannon them. On my account, it would be incredibly overpowered with a max hit of 37 each hit. Combined with Barrage, there's no surviving for anybody near my combat level. The problem is, I can't cannon gargoyles. There's no way to place a cannon and have it hit a gargoyle. So, I need to come up with a different way to kill them. But like I said before, the cannon is the only way to do damage to a monster, have it count as your kill, and not get any hit points experience for it. Unless it's a quest boss. I figured out a way to kill the gargoyles. There's a little compromise I have to make, but you can check it out in the progress video linked in the card above. Back in 2006, and just behind Jad, the Giant Mole was the second highest combat level monster in the entire game. The method is quite simple. Go next to it, place a cannon, fire the cannon, pick up the cannon, repeat, and that's how I kill the Giant Mole. Maybe one day I'll get the little mole pet. That would be kinda cute. The drop rate of the Dragon Warhammer is 1 in 5,000, and when I got it, I said I recorded all the kills that I had done leading up to that point. I recorded over 3,500 kills in my grind for the Dragon Warhammer, and I tallied up all the loots here, and yeah, these have been just adding up over time. The last recorded kill is actually only 3,623, where I got the Dragon Warhammer. I think I started recording a few hundred kills in. It's really difficult to record every single kill because when I get crashed, I have to tally out. My loot drops on the ground, I rush back to go get it, I pick it up, and then I have to tally out again. I was killing Lizardman Shamans on and off for about 7 months, and I got a few elite clue scrolls on the way. In fact, in the progress videos where I'm doing elite clues, I did not get all of them from woodcutting. I got some from Lizardman Shamans, and 2 of the ones that I've been able to complete were from Shamans. I've only done 3 total, so they're pretty lucky. However, with hard clues, I had to drop a much bigger proportion than I usually do. I don't know, it was just kind of weird luck. I've made a few PK videos with the Dragon Warhammer, and I haven't lost it yet, but time will tell. If I ever did lose it, I would definitely see myself coming back and trying to get another one. However, I can't really do the same thing with something like the Granite Maul or Dragon Claws, because, well, the Granite Maul requires me to get hit points experience, and the Dragon Claws are much more rare to get. That doesn't mean I wouldn't try to get another set of Dragon Claws if I lost them, but for the Granite Maul, I don't want to get above 13 hit points, so I really wouldn't want to go for another one. In January, I attempted to go for the Berserker Ring, which is only dropped from Dagannoth Rex, one of the Dagannoth Kings, and is incredibly difficult to kill with only 10 hit points. I assembled a clan, and their goal was to distract the other 2 Dagannoth Kings and the Spinelips that would constantly attack me. As Spinelips have a max hit of 10, and my hit points is 10, I had to increase it by using Guthix Rests. Together we had to learn how to do everything correctly, and the video shows that exploratory process we had to go through. Out of all the challenges I've done, this is the one that required the most collaboration and teamwork. This account is not a level 3. At this point in time, it has 86 strength and some ranged and mage. However, using the exact same method, you can do this on a level 3. blast damage on the Dagannoth Mother needs to be your own damage and not created by the Rings of Recoil. So if anybody ends up doing this quest on a 10 HP Iron Man, keep that in mind. Thank you for joining me as I unravel the quirks of the game and use them to reap the rewards on my low-level accounts. If you'd like to see more, please tap that subscribe button, and I will see you.